We're definitely talking about Jupiterian energy to each and every one of you guys as you're being notified that Chief Apostle is live. I want to say thank you so very much to each and every one of you guys that have been supporting these lives and have been learning and growing and developing, to each and every one of you guys that have become a part of my graveyard family, my allowing me to operate in my necromancing powers and invocation. I want to say also thank you to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajays. To each and every one of you guys that follow me, and one of the things that I try to do on these lives, I try to teach you guys universal laws. I do not teach my personal beliefs or practices, but what I do is try to teach these laws that apply to each and every one of us. What's up there, Chris, my Sagittarians from Philadelphia? What's up, Monique, Popo, Crab Cakes in the house? As you guys come in, if you do not mind super chatting on today, this is my day of power. What's up there, my baby Scorpio? I am going to address some things today that is going to be needful to all of you that are going to be following with me, being a part of my platform, being a part of this whole vision that God has given me for Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, where we are going to be utilizing true and chaos energy and frequency and vibration in order to manifest not only for ourselves but for the people that are part of this program. I want to also say thank you to each and every one of you guys for reaching out and being a part of my process. And I'm gonna and one thing that I like to do is to teach, and but I like to teach things from a realistic perspective. I like to share things that are actually going on in my life, because a lot of times when people look up to you, they don't feel like you have certain things that you have to deal with. Um, some of you, if you've been following me a segment of time, you know that I had originally had to go to the dentist to get my fronts done, and then I had to go to the dentist this morning to get a root canal done. So I've been home for maybe an hour, I think, because I have to still go to Miami, and I still have to do graveyard work. So, and conjure goes on. I want to say this to each and every one of you guys. Um, I am a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries, and my rising sign is Pisces. If you have gotten a consultation with me, you know that I stipulate this as the Holy Trinity. What's up, Mama Susan in the house? This is an opportunity for many of you guys to go back and go over some of the things of that I've taught you, because I don't share anything that I don't utilize. The graveyard work is changing lives. The reason why it changes lives because it gives me access to the Egun. It gives me access to your ancestors, and those that are more spiritually inclined than others. Notice that I have the ability to communicate with your Eguns, and so therefore, thank you so much. What's up there? I love that. Thank you so much, Chris from Philadelphia. My side, we love you, Chief. Extraterrestrial energy, exactly. Now, I'm going to expound because this is my day of power. Thursdays and Fridays are my personal days of power. And what I try to do on my days of power, I always try to help people to advance their lives and put them in better positions. And so when you do not understand, you don't have certain rules and regulations by which you live, and you get up every morning or you get up every day and you go and you go into a day that you just respond to everything. Now, those that do not know me don't know that I am a proactive individual. Now, my mouth is still numb, so you're gonna have to just kind of bear with me from the Novocaine, from the doing the root canal. Now, I want to say my subject is about why you are put in position in life, and the purpose of that position is for you to be able to do serve easier. I've said this before. There is a reason why God has allowed me to be crowned twice. There's a reason why God has allowed me to have the cauldrons that I have. I do not believe that I'm wise master builder. It's just giving me these tools so I can say, oh, I'm Chief Apostle Ely and I'm initiated in this. I'm Chief Apostle Ely and I got this. You are a vessel and you are a tool that is going to serve in a certain level of capacity. And if God wants you to serve in that capacity, God is going to, or divine. When I say God, I'm talking about God as well. Y'all know I come up in the church. So, we use God a lot as a title. But we here on this platform understand that it's a title. And so that I know who my God and Goddess is. So I also want to say before I go any further, um, Thank you to my Patreon. Thank you to my tribe. Thank you to my church family and to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for investing and believing in the products that I share. So, one of the things that I want to say is there's always a purpose for the tools you have. What I try to do with melanated black people is I try to give you sober minded insight from somebody that been practicing magic all my life. I'm 51 years of age and trying to be an example. Now, those that do not know, I don't know, Bo is not on here, but Bo's brother passed away this morning. And he texted me. A lot of times I don't discuss y'all business, but he's a part of our tribe, and he lost his brother, and I have been interceding for his brother for quite some time. He contacted me, and it was a private conversation, so that's why you guys did not know. But I have been intervening for his brother as a child of Oya and the child of Dead. Um, and he just really moved me this morning, texting me, and I just think that a lot of times you guys don't know that you're not the only person that I'm dealing with. You're not the only situation and circumstance that I did, and I hold my position with you in your life very sincerely. What's up, my Natasha Foster from my Aquarius from North Carolina, aphrodisiac. So we want to say the thing that a child of the dead, and then I'm always dealing with transitions. And if you're a Scorpio or Scorpio placement, this is about transition and transition in life in all aspects. And one of the things that he just really touched my heart was that if it wasn't for the teaching and it wasn't for the things that he had gone through with me, that this would be this would be very hard for him to accept. But he has a better understanding, he has better clarity, and so I told him that I was going to do some things for him, for his brother, for his ascension, and I'm gonna do something for him because regardless of what, it's still hard when that disconnection comes. What's up, Demetrius in the house? So our brother, my son, Bo, our Pisces, his brother passed away this morning, so he is definitely going through it this morning. But he has the support of Chief Apostle, and I am going to try to. A lot of times in my profession and the things that I do, there's times that come along where because I bonded with you guys, that some things I can't stop. Once I realize certain things are going to take place, my next move for you is to try to make it easy as possible. When Minister Mario was talking to me about his mother and he said that she was going to pull through, I told him that she was not going to pull through. What I did after giving him that information, my next move was to make it as easy on him as possible through that process. Being in position, being blessed by the Divine Mother, I just know he's hurting right now. So y'all just give me a moment. What I to, what I strive to do as a vessel of the Most High, when I have a clientele or I got family or tribe or whatever's going on, if I find myself in a situation where I know I can't stop something, when certain things have to happen, the next thing I try to do at that point is to secure the person. Try to secure them as much as I can. No matter what Mario went through, missing his mother, I try to accommodate. Sometimes certain voids in your life, you cannot fill those voids, but you can make the process a lot easier. Um, and then when he started transitioning, when I realized that Mario had to transition, the next thing I tried to secure was his daughter. This is why I take a lot of offense This is why I take offense to people that don't understand position and purpose. God does not bless us to be blessing us for our egos, for to say that we got this and we got that. In the scripture, God had Yahshua had 33 years, and God, the divine Father, had given him the assets of 12 disciples. So he began to give them power. Um, Luke the 10th chapter, the first verse, and he they weren't apostles, they were disciples, they were learners. And when you're trying to prepare people, and I get out here and I try to strive to put people in position so that if I need them, that it would be easier for them to help and assist me in my endeavors and undertaking. I would never go to somebody and ask for help when I did not put them in position to help me. I feel that families do this ignorantly. I feel like Eli's Padrino Michael putting me in position that I'm in now. I'm in position to help him. A lot of times, you guys are you cannot fulfill the destiny or the purpose of something if you're not in position, and you can't expect certain people to do certain things for you or with you that you never invested. So I say to many of you guys that are invested in my platform, this is why you do it, because now you have somebody that is in a position. Yes, I am. I've been going through. Yesterday, um, I was on the phone with Mother Susan. I was in a lot of. I was not feeling good yesterday. Um, I was feeling really bad yesterday, and I was. I still did the live, but I was sick, and I was. It is my fault because I had been putting off my dental care um for even before Mario passed away, because I in my mind I'm always taking care of God's business and God take care of mine. That was my mentality. So um a lot of things that when it came to me, I was not really up on that. Even though I was doing things to cleanse my mouth, to keep my mouth cleansed, my back tooth had abscess, and so a lot of the infection was getting into my food that I was eating and my drinking, so it kept making me sick. And so I was taking different things trying to flush my system. But yesterday, Mother Sue was on the phone. I was in the bathroom. I was not doing well yesterday. And she was like, Apostle, do you know? I was like, no, I need to get past this. And so nobody really knew the stuff that I was going through, because I'm a Sagittarius. I don't discuss a lot of stuff. I fight. And so um I was calling Sister Tree phone, but it kept going in the voicemail. Let me say this. If you have a leader such as me and I live alone, Mr. Mario's not here, a lot of my attacks and things I go through is going to be after 12 o'clock. And if I needed your help at that point, because I don't have many people that I trust coming in my house. I don't have many people that I trust to see me in certain states and certain conditions. And if you got Scorpio placement, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I was sitting there going through that. So I told her, I said, I just need enough strength to get to Walgreens, because I had ran out of ginger ale, because that ginger ale settles my stomach. And so I was able to get up, get in the car. Her phone kept going to voicemail. So I said, okay, she's not gonna be able to come. So I got up, got behind the steering wheel, drove to Walgreens. I still wasn't feeling good. I had to wait a moment. So I got up, I got what I needed out of Walgreens, the ginger ale, and so I was too tired to actually drive back home. So I fell asleep in the car. That's after having going to the dentist to take care of my front. Then all this morning, I had I was going through it because I had to go to get a root canal today. So I got my fronts done, and then I got a root canal done today, and I'm still gonna get up and go to Miami today. I am still going to do graveyard work today because I have position. Do not accept any position, Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, none of those. If you are not going to serve, if you are not going to put them first, if you are not going to be about your father or mother's business. And let me explain to you why. I don't stick around here. I want every one of you guys to know that if I'm going through something, I have never used what I'm dealing with as an excuse not to serve. I have stopped, just like my Messiah. He stopped dying on the cross to bring salvation to a malefactor. Um, just because you're going through something as a spiritual man or spiritual woman does not mean that your gift and your talent is not operational and that you should not still be attending to the masses. I have a responsibility not only to my egos and my spirits, but I have a responsibility to the people that entrust me with their spiritual needs. And I am blessed enough that the people that support me are considerate of me physically and understand that, from the driving, I went through the dehydration period. And all of this stuff has been happening as a 51-year-old. I am not a sickly person. I have never been accustomed to all of this stuff that I've been going through in my entire life. And so at 51 years of age, I have been tested more so with my body. And I'm going to tell you, not only does the healing that I did with Mother Susan with her sciatica nerve. Let me explain something. I have a father of the church, and y'all know that I do incense burns, and I do have a healing incense burn. And he used to purchase his incense burn, but he has stopped purchasing his incense burn. And so I'm sitting there watching him, looking at him, and saying, when are you going to utilize the tools that are accessible? So let me explain this to you guys. If you are in a healing ministry, you cannot use sickness as an excuse not to show up for church. So he was in a lot of pain. So I'm saying, okay, why isn't he ordering the incense burn? So he never did. So I told him about the graveyard work. And so he's been paying on the graveyard work. But this is the thing. You're in a healing ministry. You represent that ministry and all that it encompasses. From the knowledge, from the wisdom. If you're a part of this tribe, everything about what I stand for, not only do I exhibit, but everybody that's a part of it. And so I told him, I said, when he came to church, I told him I was going to heal him. The reason why that was a problem because at no time did he ask for instant burn. At no time did he ask for prayer for his situation. I don't care how much of a seer I am. If you're not communicating with me about what you're going through, why are you sitting there going through suffering things that he hasn't had any of those pains, any of those issues since I prayed for him. But my point was, why are you not taking the initiative? Because one of the things that I teach on my platform is being proactive. And even though I am going through what I have gone through, if I had sat around and put off today for tomorrow, I would be in a worse situation and circumstance. And so as a leader, I continuously teach this mentality. You don't wait till something happens to get your tools. I've encouraged many of you guys to get your talisman. I've told you guys it started out, I was giving the talisman for $100. Then it went up to $300. It's still $300. And there are people that have things going on in their life that you don't know what it really costs to have that kind of ache, that kind of energy. You have you have the ability to have access to authentic orishas through a melanated black American man. So when Bose texted me this morning about what had happened, I was on the phone with Mother Susan and I started crying because I was saying to myself, God, I thank you for the things that I've gone through so I can be there for him in more ways than one. And so I was, letting him know because regardless of him knowing that, energy is never destroyed. It's still a process of grieving and going through those processes. So what I've been going through with Minister Mario, I'm in a better place to help him through his process and to have the proper compassion. A lot of times just saying I'm sorry or sending condolences does not heal that person. Making it easier for that person to go through those processes, and being a listening ear when those situations happen, that's what helps healing, because healing is not something overnight. And when you lose somebody that you're close to or you love, it's something that happens. Or it can be at any time. I've been on my UPS truck. I have been at work. I have been in the cemetery. It's a lot of things can trigger those emotional responses. So what I do as a melanated man, I try to give my tribe. I try to give the people that watch my program. I try to give you tools that if you find yourself in that situation, that you can help yourself go through it easier. Nothing is easy. I have literally put people in financial situations. I have won lawsuits for people. I have put people in position on their jobs in order, if there is a need. Please hit that like button if you do not mind. What's up there, Jeremy? Salutations. A part of being wise, a part of being in position is when you have to do your job and you need the tools. You have what you need to get it done. That's my Natasha. I am gonna get you guys stuff done, but I have to get all this stuff done because I'm on vacation and I don't have any more time, sick time on my job and all that. I'm even getting fit to get into it with them over me taking out August the 8th, but it's for spirituality, so I'll deal with it. Um, but I'm gonna get a lot of your readings and your stuff done and consultations done. Then I had another beautiful text from Sasha Fierce. I call Shamar Sasha Fierce. When I tell you the things that you guys say from the heart, to me really helps give me the energy to keep getting up fighting. There's people that I'm upset with because you are in position. I put you in position to be able to help me through these times. Because one thing about Chief Apostle, my moon is in Aries, I don't put my full weight or responsibility on anybody. And the fact that I have helped a lot of people get in position where they can take care of their financial business and still assist us if we have need of it. And because you never know when somebody in this tribe is going to need our help or our assistance. And I'm just be straight up with y'all. People, words mean nothing to me. Actions speak louder than words. When I go down there and I'm thinking about, and I'm in certain situations and circumstances, and I have access to certain things, the first thing I started thinking about some of y'all that are going through certain things, and I start buying and purchasing tools because I'm like, okay, this is gonna help her, or this is gonna help him, or this is gonna be put in a position. I have another young lady that I told you guys to subscribe to is Kingmaker. And one of the things that I've been trying to encourage her to do is her graveyard work because she has a lot of people that have issues with her because of just who she is. And she has a lot of potential and a lot of ability. So I want to fuck up some people for her. So, but I need access to her eggoons. I need to work with her eggoons. And the quickest way to really do what I need to do for her is through the cemetery. And so when she started, when she invested her money into that, like, even though I'm going through what I'm going through, she and a couple other people are the reason why I'm still, in spite of how I feel, I'm still going to the cemetery because there's my gifts are not sick, my eggoons are not sick. I'm not 100, but I'm not 50 either. So I'm still going to do what I need to do for them. When you have position and spirits or eguns or ancestors or loas and kisi and pungos or whatever, they invest to put you in position. God had Moses on the dark side of the mountain learning how to use that power he had. God would never, a divine mother would never put you in a position without you having the ability to accomplish those goals. And there's a teaching process. There's a molding process. There's a transformational process. And so a lot of times when people get certain things, what's up, Mafedi Foon from Chicago? A lot of times when people get, is that Laverne? I think that's Laverne from Chicago. Gemini in the house. A lot of you guys don't understand. There are certain battles you're never going to win because you don't respect your position. There are certain things that you're never going to be ready for, no matter how many times, no matter how many seasons that come along, because you don't realize that even I, as a big spender, I save up for a rainy day. I don't wait till tomorrow because I never, this is the thing that I learned as a parent. My mom taught me that she's a Virgo. So she told me one time, like I used to ride my car on E or close to it. And one of the things that she told me, she said, you as a parent, you should always have gas in your car because you don't know when you may have to rush your kids to the hospital. And the last thing you need to do is just pull into the side of the road so you can get some gas. Even if you got money, because I used to, oh, I got money. You might not have time. You might have gas. You might have money. You might have access to the gas station, but you may not have time. And a lot of y'all that I tell you about being grown is grown people not only in the natural think like this, but grown people spiritually. Eat whether you are a Iyami, whether you are a Tata, Mumbo, or Hugon, whether you are apostle, pastor. What real grown person is not going to prepare themselves for the storms that may not only come in their life, but the lives of the people that they're responsible for? The reason why that I have the ability to discern and to see in your life, so therefore, if something comes around or something goes amiss, that I'm in a position to help you weather that storm, whether we're able to stop the storm entirely or I can help you not suffer loss because of that storm. When you are being blessed, when you are being promoted, why as a grown man or woman you're not saying, no, what, God is not just blessing me with this money for me? If you are part of an elay, if you're a part of a coven, why do you think that the Eguns, the ancestors, are helping you? Because they see down the road that you're gonna need that you're gonna be in position to be able to help that elay, that coven. Why do you think they're giving you gifts? Why you think they're clearing the pathway so speedily for you? It is not just for you, sir, man. I'm not being victorious and all this stuff just for Chief Apostle Samuel so I can go around and say, beat my chest and say, oh, I'm the mighty man of God. Because I have a responsibility to my melanated people. I have a responsibility of showing them how to weather their storm. And that's why another reason why I choose to be transparent. Because a lot of stuff that I go through, you would never know. I don't have to let you know. But because some of you are really trying to get into Ifa and Voodoo and Santeria, Lakumi and Congo and Kamdemle and Kambala and whatever you're trying to do, I want you to understand that gifts, talent, and ability does not change mentality. You need to understand why you have the resources. And if you're not in position, having money does not help you. I'm going to say that again. Having money does not help you if you're not investing that money to put you in position. When you want to do better economically, then you invest to put yourself in position to do it better economically. That is called wisdom. That is called preparation. That is called keeping yourself from being frustrated. I knew that August 10th was coming around the corner. I was not going to wait till the last minute. I started pressuring Padrino to tell me what did I need. Some of you guys say that you got goals and dreams. I'm a type of person, I'm a master builder. Okay, if this is what you want, this is what you want, then why are you making decisions that you're making? Why you still got the friends that you got? Why don't you have certain tools at your discretion? I'm going to say this again. You don't have a lot of the responsibilities that some of us have. And you still ain't never ready. You're never ready for summer. You're never ready for autumn. You're never ready for winter. You're never ready for summer. No matter how much information you get, no matter who you are around, you are never prepared for the storms in your life. You're never prepared to help other people. Because the more prepared you are in your storms, you can still help people while you're going through. You're older now. You're supposed to be wiser now. The reason why I have you the father of the church and the mother of the church, because of the things you have already gone through. And so therefore, since I have the tools and I have the abilities that I have experienced people around me. That's why my Padrino and my Oba, they have experience. I do not care for dealing with anybody that does not have experience. You may be gifted, but you don't have the experience. You can't teach me how to weather storms. And I'm here because I'm going to go through regardless. And I need to know how to weather those storms, especially as a leader. I need to know how to walk before my congregation. I need to know how to walk before my elay. I need to know how to walk before my God children and my God people, my spiritual children, and still do what the divine has called me to do. And to inspire them when they're going through those trials, not only you're not by yourself, but here's some tools to make this easier for you. Here's some information to make this more easier for you. This is how you overcome this. Yes, you're grieving, but we're going to help overcome this easier. Yes, you're going through your trials. You're going through health issues. But these are the certain things that you can utilize to make it easier. Not easy. Easier. Some of you guys take and like Renee and Darius, different ones, they doing that graveyard work. I told you guys, I said, this is the plan. This is the plan. This is where we're headed. I need to be in position. Me being in position makes your journey easier. Me being strengthened, me having the knowledge that I share freely on this app for melanated people, helping you get to your goals quicker, faster, and easier, and more solid, with less damage, with less BS, with less frustration. That's a blessing, sir. That's a blessing, man. Where have you wasted your time, your money, or your resources supporting Chief Apostle Samuel Jr.? Even through my trials, even things that I've gone through. A lot of mothers who say, I've never seen anybody go through the things you go through and how they're going to move because I am not going to give them an excuse. My ancestors, my spirits already know it don't matter how I feel. You want me to do this? Okay, you know you got to make the way for me because hey, you supply all my needs according to my riches in glory. And when I get the money, I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to say this again. God don't put you in position, and he's not going to give you a position when you're a type of person you don't do what you're supposed to do when you're in position. You so busy trying to be seen. You so busy trying to be heard. You so busy trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to act like you are poor. You're not in position to be doing certain things. I'm trying to teach you how to get in a position where you can not only come out of poverty, but be a blessing to other people. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the talent. You don't have the skill set. I'm trying to put you in position, but it's not for you. Just like I'm not being put in position by the divine for me. The difference between me and you as grown people, I know that it's not about me. I know that this insaucy cauldron is bigger than me. I know that. I know that me going through this Ocha birthday ain't about me. I already know that, even though I'm going to participate. Even though when you get grown, you know that your raise on your job ain't about you. It's to help your family do better. See, there's certain things you should not have to talk to grown people that understand position. The disciples knew that one day that their Lord was going to be taken away from them. So all of that manifestation and the power and the teaching, all that was not just about them, because they would have to take over. So as I was going through that, my son, my eldest son, had texted me. He asked me, he's like, "Dad, are you?" He just checking on me. He said, I said, "No, I'm not really doing good." So somehow some way he had texted his other brother. So my other son called. So he was like, "Well," because one is in California and the other one is in Georgia. So he's like, "Dad," he said, I'm gonna send my brother the money so he'll have the gas to come see you. And he said, I told him, so I texted him, I said, "I think I'm just having a stomach issue. I'm not sick like that. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just not feeling good." And so I told him I've been trying to get in touch with Sister Tree, and she wasn't answering the phone. And I said, "There's no reason for him to drive all the way from Georgia for me with a stomach." I thought it maybe was a stomach virus, or maybe the food that I ate was tainted or something. So I told him, I said, so my son called, so I told him what was going on. So I told him, I said, "Listen, I'm not as bad as I was yesterday, but right now I'm just trying to get to the store. So you don't need to drive down here. But Everybody in my church, everybody in my family know that I'm out here by myself. I live by myself. I drive to and fro by myself. And so he called me this morning. So I told him I had to go to the dentist to do the so he said, well, listen, he said, I'm gonna call you back. He said, I'm at work, I'm gonna call you back, and then I want to know how you doing. So I told him, I said, well, I still got to go to Miami. He's like, you want me to come down? I said, no, I said, I'm gonna get me some rest, I'm gonna get some time, and then I'm gonna get on the road and get down there, because people not can't do what I do. The reason why I say in all of this, guys, it is wisdom to strengthen the tree that give you shade. The scripture said, don't muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn. A part of your wisdom and being smart is that when Apostle Ely put you in position, when Apostle Ely make ways out of no ways for you, that if this man ever need me to piss on his tree, to give water to this tree, if this man ever need me, because I don't put what I got on nobody, but there's times where I'm not in a position to do for myself. I wasn't even sick unto death, and your phone went in voicemail. Why would you not keep your phone available? Because you never know when something is. I might be in a warfare. I might be fighting spirits, because I'm fighting for so many different people. So spirits normally, people come at me more at night, sometimes around in the daytime around noon and 3 o'clock, because I done had to get in a warfare with spirits while I'm on my UPS truck. But healing people, protecting people, no matter what I'm going through, what I'm dealing with. And wisdom says, let me close rank for my shepherd. Let me make sure. And now that I need you, you can't help me. That's why I was very thankful. And I'm gonna say it again. I was very thankful that my social media family stood up for me, text me. But I was simultaneously hurt because I have put people in position to make it easy for them to serve this ministry, to serve this platform. I'm smart. I know I'm smart. I teach people that I feel that can accommodate certain roles and position. And I have been trying to get certain people in position, but they continuously to fail one test after the next test, because they get into their ego. I don't let me being mad stop me from serving people. I don't let me dealing with circumstances and situations stop me from doing what I was chosen and called to do. I am fully committed, not only to my Orishas, my Loas, my Ankisi, my Impungos, and the Divine Mother and Father, but I'm committed to myself. I thank this body for the things that it has endured in order for me to do the workings that I've done. That's why I try to take care of myself as much as I can and to do right. And that's why I'm not blaming anybody, because I don't want kept putting off my dental care because I was tending to everybody else. And I even said I was going to do better by myself this year. And I have. But this had got out of control. And so I say to each and every one of you guys that Cash App, Zelle, purchase items, because I still got to go to Miami. It don't matter what I'm feeling. Am I feeling better enough to drive? Yes. Am I 100? No. But I'm not. I'm still gonna do my graveyard work for my clients, because I appreciate y'all trusting me. I appreciate y'all. Like I bought a brand new book bag, because in my book bag I always carry stuff that I may need for my health, or just maybe if I get attacked. Always have stuff in my book bag to so I can do my conjure. And so I had to redo my book bag, and so these are the things that I ride with everywhere I go. It's because I never know what I have to deal with. If you're gonna really follow me, follow my teachings. You never know when somebody got need of you. You should never be broke. You should never not have certain things, especially when you assess your household and know what type of things that you're prone to get sick from. You should always have that stuff available. You should not have to go and get anything or depend on anybody. I just trying to do so much. Minister Mario used to order a lot of stuff for me, and so therefore I didn't have to think about that. But I have to constantly remind myself Mario is not here. So the stuff that I wasn't attending to, I have to do now, and I'm only one person. So The reason I said that is because when a lot of you guys step up and you help me do what I do, this is why I do the extras. This is why I look out for you like I do, because I realize that I'm first. I'm on your mind. There's a song that says somebody prayed for me. They had me on their mind. They took the time to pray for me. When you show up for me, I'm going to show up for you until I leave this planet. I thank every last one of y'all that believe in my vision, believe in my products, believe in my services. When I tell Demetrius, or I tell Ryan, or I talk to Bo, I talk to Natasha, my baby Scorpio, my baby, just Mother Susan. And in spite of what I'm going through today, I'm still taking Mother Susan to Disney World, just like I said. I'm the type of man, I strive, I take great pride in keeping my word. Minister Mario impressed me because he said, if I have to come to God's house in a wheelchair, I'm coming. Ifa can't give you that. Voodoo can't give you that. Santeria can't give you that. Christianity can't give you that. What type of man and woman you are when it comes down to your word is an individual journey. It's you who you, what if your word is truly your bond. I was so proud of him, how he, in spite of what he was going through. The last song that he sung in apostolic as a church administrator was, I've had some good days. I've had some sleepless nights. He said, I won't complain because God's been good. He sung that song half voice, but with all heart. If you're going to get into spirituality, commit. Don't play with people, time, energy, or their money if you're not fully into this. And when God bless you to be in a position, take it seriously. Minister Mario told me, he said the greatest honor was not being crowned. He said the greatest honor that I have received in my life when you ordained me as a minister of the gospel. He said that was the most proudest moment in my life. He said, I appreciate being crowned. He said, I appreciate these other stuff. He said, but that was the most life-changing experience. He said, because I have so much respect for you, and I know that you would not have licensed me if you thought I was not qualified. He said, you saw things in me that I did not see in myself. If I ever push you in a direction, if you ever find yourself mad with me because of what I'm doing, I promise you I see the good in you. And I also see the how to get you to where you need to get. And I'm not going to allow you to stop what God has done in your life. You have to value the investments that spirit or ego has placed inside of you. You have to value the information. If I had not done the conjure to protect President Barack Obama, I had already petitioned God and asked God to set my family member. The last person that was in prison was my uncle, and he had life in prison. He was given life in prison. And God, and I told God, I said, if I serve you, will you give me the power to set them free? And I wasn't even into politics. Minister Mario is the one that got me into politics. And the spirit came to me and I started protecting and defending President Obama, both terms. But do you not know that I did not realize the fulfillment of my prophecy, the fulfillment of the agreement between me and my God? See, sometimes you think you're helping somebody, but you're really helping yourself. I did not know on the last day of his presidency, the governor of had already denied his claim to set him free. My mama called me crying. My auntie called me crying and talking about my uncle had accepted that he was going to die in prison. When you serve God, you might not know when and you might not know how. And I told my mom that day, I said, all I know God promised me, and God is not a liar. On the last day of the presidency of President Barack Obama, non-violent crime. My uncle was one of those that he set free. The man that cut my yard right now is the uncle that God set free. At that point, did I know that God was going to use the President of the United States of America to fulfill his word with me? Sometimes you don't know why you helping people. Sometimes you don't know why you fighting for people, but you never know. I fought for Mario to the day he left here. Did I know that God he was going to choose to come back here to help me? I did not know that. That was not my focus. That was not my concern. The son of Ochosi chose to come back here to help. Sometimes God put you in a position to help people and you so selfish. You so involved in what you're doing. You don't know you hindering your own prophecy. You hindering your own fulfillment of your own prayers, your own petition. Because just because you did an elbow, somebody, God got to touch somebody's heart. God got to speak to somebody. The egoons got to move through somebody to get you where you need to be. And I tell y'all all the time, obedience is better than sacrifice. All I can do is tell you, you the one got to be obedient. All that time that I was putting Mario in position on his job, and he was turning around and supporting me. He never took his position and made it about him. He always turned around and helped those that help him. Some of y'all not like that. You want to be in position to flex for just self-glory. You're not trying to glorify the father, the mother, the ego, and the ancestors. These tools that I'm getting is to help me to serve better, to educate better, to give more melanated people opportunities. But it's not a selfish journey. I want you to understand that your heart got to be into this. You got to be dedicated. You got to be committed. You got to think more than just yourself. You can't just say, "Oh, well, I did this and I don't have to do no more." I'm constantly doing more than what it was required of me. Some of you guys, I feel so sorry for you because not only will you not go a mile for people, you won't even go a half a mile. But you always want to be in position. This ministry and this tribe is about you sacrifice and being a part of something far greater than yourself. And understanding that God will always supply all your needs. But he may have need of you. And you want to be that person that is ready and willing. This is why I talk to my babies, Keish, like I do. If you want to be a part of this, then you can't go out here having a bunch of kids. Because right now you're a mother, so now you're going to be thinking about your child when your resources come in. If you get a man, you're going to have to think about your man because you're your wife now. The more you're obligated to other stuff, it makes it very difficult to serve spirit. I didn't say impossible. When I tell you I put God first, I take care of God's business, he take care of mine. I didn't make what I'm going through about God or I knew that I had sacrificed and I should have been took care of that, but I kept looking at what needed to be done. And the reason why I think that way, y'all, because I have people in my church, they do not put God first. They do everything but that. I help you keep from your wife taking everything from you. She had intended to take everything from you, and you out here spending money with everybody else. And I'm not gonna beg you for it. But I'm the reason why you are in the economic position that you in. And now that your church needs you, now that your tribe needs you, now that your pastor needs you, you want to throw me crumbs. What's the purpose of being in a position if you ain't going to be there for the people that you in the position for? I take what I do for many of you guys very, very seriously. Because I take what I do for God and the divine mother very seriously. My North Node is in Capricorn. And I intend for y'all to win. I intend for you to do better. But at the end of the day, it's more blessed to give than receive. It's more blessed to be a part of a bigger vision than your own life. God has not given me all this power just to say that I, Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., have power. I'm a vessel that cannot be compared or competed with. I have responsibilities. So as a leader, I'm not gonna give you an excuse because I don't feel good. I'm not gonna give you an excuse because my life ain't all that I want it to be. I'm not even gonna give you an excuse that I'm out here doing this by myself. I ask for your patience. I ask for your understanding. I ask for consideration, but I won't give you an excuse. I won't give you an excuse. Not today or tomorrow. Just like Minister Mario on his deathbed didn't give me an excuse. I knew why it was more difficult for him to serve. I know why it was more difficult for him to do the things that he normally used to do. But he never gave me an excuse. And he learned that from me. I never gave people excuses. Even when I fall short, it won't be an excuse. I might give you a reason. And I gave you that reason so you would have understanding, but I would not give you an excuse. Because all excuses ain't nothing but lies. If you're not ready for a position, sir and ma'am, don't give us excuses. Leave it alone. Because when we have need of you, whether you're the eye, whether you're the nose, whether you're the lips, whether you're the tongue, whether you're the neck, whether you're the shoulder, whether you're the foot, whether you're the ankle, when we have need of our tribe, when we have need of the people that have committed to this, we don't want excuses. We want to hear about what you got to do. We don't want to hear about what you're going through because we all are. And so I encourage you today, and much love for Bo, with his brother passing. Also to each and every one of you guys that have been strengthening my hand through these ceremonies, and I want to say personally thank you. Thank you from a place of understanding. On my day of power, do I feel better? Yes, I do. Am I 100? No. But I'm still going to get on this road. Thank you for supporting me with travel. What I did was I put some extra money on my credit card just in case I don't feel good to come back home right away. So, and there's a hospital in Miami. So if worst comes to the I don't think I will have to do that, but I'm going to get it done. One thing I strive to support and do my job. Um, we have we have almost paid off Minister Mario's headstone. Sister Tree had took the check to Miss Hartent, so majority of it is paid for. I'm gonna try to finish paying that out this week before I have to go back to work. But thank you to all of you guys that have been sending donations towards Minister Mario's headstone, and it wants to get done. The proofing is done. She's gonna give me a picture of it, and also once it get completed, y'all know I'm gonna show y'all what it is. So in honor of him and all of you that have been helping and sacrificing for his daughter, because school is coming up. Thank you so much. I don't want nobody to think that I overlook any offerings, any zeals, and because the thing about it, you don't have to do it. You do it from your kindness of your heart. And so therefore when I give back to you, it's coming from the kindness of my heart. And so I intend to win. I intend to prevail. I intend to travel to see some of you guys. I can't wait till we do the Circle of 13 together. I can't wait till some of you guys actually come visit my church and experience the atmosphere. And to those that are already in my church, I feel sorry for you that you have taken me for granted. I feel sorry for you that you have taken the opportunities that were readily available to you as that you had more time. And I say to each and every one of you guys that refuse to pass your test, don't make it about anybody but yourself. Just like I have to pass my test, you got to pass your test. And it's coming from a real place. So thank you so much. I'm gonna get on the road. But thank you so much for your support. To all of you that want to participate in the graveyard work that I'm going to be doing, y'all know that those are in layers of $1,000 donation. If you want to burn a light to one of the orishas, you have to be a person that's already gotten graveyard work, and those candles are $100. If you want the cleanser that I put out for Demetrius and Karen O'Brien, that only to those that have already gotten graveyard work. That's only $160 donation. For that, I have a half a pot left of that, and let's see what else I'm offering. I think that's it. Hopefully I and to those that are gonna be coming to be part of my tambora for my Fedifuno Batala and my Fedifuno Oya in Tampa, Florida. I did put out the information. So to those that want to participate, um, in that and be a part of that or support that or donate if you don't can't be there and you just want to donate, it will be appreciated as well. But it will be August the 10th. I have to do a ETA on the 8th, so that's why I already talked to my supervisors. They I don't call them bosses, because you ain't my boss, God is my boss. But I did tell them, and so whatever I got to go through with them, Padrino's like, "Oh, you don't have to." I said, "No, we don't set the dates. It's gonna stay the same, and whatever I got to deal with, I just got to deal with. I take some bitch be gone powder to my job when I go back Monday, and handle that. So I say to each and every one of you guys, this is what this is about: the real service, the real this real having your tools so you can serve well and serve more easily, and to be in position, being ready to serve when you are need to call to duty. Same thing about the military. There's not always a war going, but because you're a soldier in their army, when they call you, they need you to be ready. I may not call you today or tomorrow, but when I do call you, you should be ready, because that's why I'm working hard for you. So you will be in a position that you can be assistant and a help and a blessing. So thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the super chats. Let me get I'm gonna get me some hot soup because it's easier for me to digest. And then I'm gonna get on the road. Thank you so much for your love, your support, and everything that you do concerning Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. and Apostolic. And I'll see you guys a little later. God bless.